Okay, ready? And boom. Hey, I think we're live. I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, it says we're live. Okay.
Actually, this time?
Yeah, okay. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How's everyone doing today? Let's see if people start responding.
Like, fuck off.
Everyone's like, get out of here.
Get out of here.
Why would we be here on a Saturday?
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Hello. There we go. Hello. Okay, they can
hello.
see us.
Yeah, okay,
we are
cool.
live. Okay. Can you guys hear us okay? The mic might be a little bit loud. I'm trying to play royalty-free jazz music in the background for my own mental sanity. General Kenobi, someone says. Hey, guys, someone says I'm farting.
Okay.
I did that right
Start.
before, yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
Hello from Texas. Hello. Hey, I hope you're doing well. Hey, I hope you're doing well. Hey, Alex. Yo.
Hello.
Will we see Grace in the fan film? We will get into all the questions eventually. No, we will. But you won't see Dick in the fan film. Best romantic couple since Bruce and Jim. Me and Chesko. I love that. Are you going to watch Guardians 3? Yes. Hello. How is everyone doing? Give me a thumbs up if you're doing well. Let us know.
The thumbs up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Are you doing well? You're
Yeah.
like, no. I'm not doing too well. Oh, man. Hello.
Hello.
Great video on Batman Beyond. Thank you, guys. I loved making that one. That was one of the most fun ones to make. I was telling you, I was having fun doing that one.
That was a good one.
Today is a birthday. You were an inspiration to me. Happy birthday, dude. Alex, I recently embraced Batman Forever as a masterpiece.
Hey,
Yeah,
okay.
see, you know.
So someone's on the release the Schumacher cut train. Okay.
Yeah. Chesko's on the Forever train. How's the film coming along? Good. We figured we'd hop in and answer any and all questions about the film. We're about to shoot later
Shooting
today.
tonight, so that's exciting. Yeah.
Yes. So that's fun. Do you think people have lost hype? Probably a little bit since we haven't posted any trailers because we've been busy making the thing. But probably. Hopefully we can redeem that hype train.
They actually all lost the hype since we've been just trying to redeem it.
Trying to redeem
if
it.
we would
Everyone.
have shut the fuck up, the hype would have still been there. But ever since we've been doing this, the hype's dead. So.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Bro, I've been watching your videos since the 9th grade. Thank you, man. That's crazy. Someone said thumbs down.
Okay.
I like all the thumbs up, though. I'm sorry you're having a thumbs down.
Maybe we can turn it around.
Yeah, maybe we'll put on the clown noses and turn it around, you know? What are you shooting tonight? We're shooting a very important scene that we can't really talk about, but
Yeah.
a nice little bit. And we're going to show a clip later in the stream, so you guys stick around if you wish to see it. But yes, thank you guys, as always, for tuning in and for the support. We literally could not make this movie without you. But yes, if you have any questions about the film or about anything, we shall answer for the next hour or so. That Jason trailer coming this month. I think our goal is June for the trailer.
Yeah.
Our goal
hopefully.
is... Yeah. Was it surreal to recreate Gotham scenes and film scenes with Batman characters? Honestly, it was a little bit surreal for me, but truthfully, at one point I forgot we were making a Batman movie and I knew we were on the right track.
I think our movie tends to be like that, where if you're forgetting that this is a Batman movie and then it hits you, oh shit, this is a Batman film, then it's doing something right.
Exactly.
Because it'll hit you in the right moments,
Exactly.
but you won't always know.
Exactly.
While you're watching.
And it's fun to just be so engrossed in Jason's story that you kind of forget you're waiting for Batman, which is cool. How much shooting is left? I think we actually did this. We did the how many days?
There was like 6 days of shooting left, but there's really only about 3 major scenes after the one tonight. So 4 if you include what we're doing tonight.
Yeah.
But we've given ourselves a couple extra days because one of the scenes might take a little bit longer, and there's a couple pickups here and there. But yeah, we're like 90% through the shoot.
It's crazy. Yeah.
We were just talking about how we shot roughly 60 pages of screenplay, which is something we've never done before, and completely crazy. And I don't know, I think we're still kind of in awe by that.
Yeah, like I can't believe we did it. Thank you, Ray, for the super chat. All super chats go to keeping us alive and making the movie better. So thank you for everyone who super chats. And if I don't say thank you, I definitely mean thank you. Ray says, "What up, HiTop crew? I'm eagerly awaiting the film. What are some of your favorite low budget film tricks?"
Oh, that's cool.
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
You have any? I think our life is a low budget film trick.
Hiding the set when we don't have one.
Yes, that's a
good
big one. That's a big one. And the nature of Batman, you can shoot with a lot of shadows in the way we shoot things. So like, if one part of an alley looks really gothic and timeless, and the other part looks like a modern goddamn renovated, gentrified part of town, you shoot on the other side of the set. You light and shadow. You draw the eye to it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people worry about lighting sets a lot, especially on indie shit. Like, you take a long time to figure out the perfect lighting, but what I found works, at least for this story, is like not lighting it. It's what you don't show. You know what I mean? It's like every scene needs to have so many things hiding in the shadows. Everybody's duplicitous. Everybody's hiding some shit, and I think that's a great trick.
Yeah, and I think that method generated from literally being low budget filmmakers in a house, which was where we shot most of our short films before we had the service to get a location or anything. We would just shoot something in our rooms, and they're not the most aesthetically pleasing, so we would crush all the lights and only make our subject visible. And I think that draws a lot of attention to what you're what you're looking to draw attention to.
Yeah.
If it's interesting, then hopefully it pulls it off.
Exactly.
But it's definitely better than lighting an entire room whenever there's really nothing to see.
And you save a lot of time and money with that too. Another trick, I love this. We could talk about this for the whole stream, but another trick I think that I personally love is just knowing how to edit. I think is the kind of most important thing when you're making a low budget movie. Where it's like you can literally edit the movie on set. You can be editing it in your head. Like you're aware of it too. It's like, we're not going to use that angle.
Yeah.
Why are we getting this? Let's move on. Like, that doesn't fit the tone. That doesn't fit the emotion we're going for. We could spend 25 minutes getting a take from this medium wide shot, but this scene requires a close up. So let's just not. You know what I mean? Like, editing in your head.
Yeah, it makes it move forward a lot faster because you know what you already want in terms. You're thinking 4D edit as you're shooting.
Yeah.
Which is insane, but it works.
It works. Yeah, it works. Why did you choose Jason? Do you think he has the most depth out of the Robins, or is something more personal? I've talked about this so much.
It's definitely more personal.
Yeah, of course. We've talked about this a ton, and I don't want to bore the people who've heard it before. But yeah, growing up with addict parents and both of us feeling like we are longing for more out of life and feeling misunderstood. I won't speak for you, but you know what I mean? Feeling like you can't express in the way that you need to, and you're not getting the love that you want to. I think we both connected to that pretty hardcore. And Jason, to me at least, is the Robin with the most, not even just potential, but the greatest. There's things that you can do with Jason Todd that nobody's tried to do, nobody's explored, because they're always focused on, Red Hood, who's cool, but there's so much. Like, everyone loves Dick Grayson, and he's been explored wonderfully in so many different comic books and cartoons. But Jason has always been kind of the black sheep, both within the story and in real life, I think,
Yeah, I feel like he represents a character who's like a person who's always been forced to remain quiet and take everything in, and once that someone is given the opportunity to speak, what do they do with it? I think that that's pretty clear even in the just like the fact that there's a fan base, that there was a fan base at one point that voted to literally get the character gone.
Yeah.
Get the character out of the fucking DC universe and
Yeah.
killed.
Yeah.
I mean, shows how much they wanted to have that voice silenced.
Yeah, and that speaks to just that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Of course, we want to make the movie about the guy that people voted to die. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how we work.
Yeah.
But will we be seeing Arkham Asylum in the film? I can say no, you won't. No. You might get a reference or two, maybe, but no.
Yeah.
What's the biggest worry? I don't
Me.
know. He's so too hard on himself. No, I don't know. I'm pretty confident that you guys will think it's something special. I just hope everyone can get on board with what we're doing, in the sense of, like, I think a lot of people, we don't have the built-in hype of doing a Batman fan film with Kevin Porter and $1 million. Our story is very personal, and our story is very to the ground, and our story is very emotional. And you don't really ever see that in fan films. And we kept taking it more through our conversations, through conversations I had with Loverboy Media. We kept making the script less and less like a superhero movie as we went along.
Yeah.
Like draft one, which we wrote years ago, to the one we have now, it just became this like hardcore character study. And if people can get on board, I think they're in for a good time.
Yeah.
I'm 19, so I've been a long time since 9th grade. Oh, you've been watching? That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a long time.
What lenses did you shoot? Lots of vintage lenses. The Takramar. Oh man, I always forget. Every time they ask me, I just have this memorized. But the Takamar f1.4 48 millimeter lens adapted to a micro four thirds body, and that makes any sense. But a lot of vintage lenses, man. how do you get your name out as an editor? I think, honestly, just edit. Don't wait for someone to give you a job. Just make fan edits. Like, I found these wonderful editors, like, on even just on Instagram, who do these fan edits of, like, I always watch Jason Todd, like, fan cams, which are always funny. But, not of you per se, but you know what I'm saying? But just of
well,
the
there ain't
kid.
no fan cams of me.
There is plumber fan cams, but just edit stuff you like. I learned to edit by remixing movies and adding back in deleted scenes on Windows Movie Maker. If you had the budget, would you ever work on a film project that involves a good amount of CG effects, and what would that project be? Jason does. We're working with this great guy, Tyler. Jason does have not a lot of VFX. Jason's interesting because it's you wouldn't notice that it's VFX. All the VFX are adding to what we shot practically. So if we want this area to be dirtier with more graffiti, you might see some VFX like that. Kind of like what Todd Phillips did on Joker, with a lot of those VFX are like, this is dirtier. The weather's different. Would I ever do something that like involves Spider-Man swinging with a lot of money? Sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I'd have to learn a whole new skill set of how to communicate because I don't understand that at all. I honestly have a newfound respect for directors like, you know, like the big boys, like the Russos and Zack Snyder, who shoot on all green screen and can just trust that it'll look good. Like, I couldn't do it without having the tangible, you know what I mean? You'd hate that. Dude, I'm thinking about you on a green screen set. You'd like want to jump off a bridge.
Yeah, if we can always go practical, I would choose to, but I know you can't do that always, so I feel like that's definitely a skill we're going to have to learn at some point.
Mm-hmm. Did you get help from professionals for fighting scenes? No, because the nature of these fighting scenes are not choreographed, if that makes sense. We actually broke a lot of rules that you shouldn't probably do if you're making an indie film, where we had no safety or stunt choreographer at all. And it looks incredible because they're actually just beating the shit out. We did have Kennedy, Drop Dead Gore FX, who helped us a lot with the squibs and a lot with like the violence element. And she's incredibly immaculately talented. But as far as stunts go, that's if we're lucky enough to make a chapter 2, that's where you'd see more of that kind of thing. Thank you, Ray, for the super chat, and thank you, Bob93. I saw Bruce Campbell live last week, and it was crazy. I asked why Sam torments his actors. Alex, are you abusing it? Would you say I abuse you?
Oh, yeah, every day.
That's true. I'll take that.
No, you're pretty mild.
I'm pretty mild. I make you do horrendous shit to your emotional state, but I don't physically hit you.
Well, yeah, that's nothing I don't choose to do myself.
Yeah, you know, like in Evil Dead 2 when Bruce Campbell's like has to slap himself with the plates.
Yeah, I would just be doing that when there's no camera. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We do that, but instead of slapping with the plates, it's like, okay, everything you loved has just ended and been eradicated. Now feel that for about 6 hours. You know what I mean? Like, that's the abuse I put him through. Are you looking for the colors for the film or doing it yourself? We're going to do a basic grade ourselves, and then if I hate the way it looks, then we'll be looking for a colorist.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Thoughts on the new Flash trailer? I'm sure the movie's good. We both watched that together, and apparently Keaton's amazing in the movie, but it just looks like he's falling asleep like during the trailer. No disrespect, I fucking love Michael Keaton, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. You shot on Black Magic, right? Do you shoot in RAW? If so, do you color grade yourself, or do you have a favorite LUT? No, we don't shoot with the LUT baked in, but we shoot being able to see a version of the color grade in the monitor.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I can't fathom doing it the way where you shoot RAW and you just bank on seeing, you know what I mean? You bank on how the grade's going to affect.
Yeah.
So we made a custom grade for the movie, a custom LUT that had colors respond to light the way we wanted them to, and like had this kind of dirty, I call it the piss tone of Jason, the dirty piss tone kind of color grade, and then we made sure we had that on set so that at least I could see it while we were shooting. Do you think Jason is the least compassionate or the most compassionate Robin? That's a fantastic question. I'm going most by a long shot because I think Jason has something that none of the other Robins have, which is empathy for criminals and for the abused and for the forgotten, so to speak. I mean, that's not saying that Dick and Tim and everybody aren't compassionate people. I think Jason just lived it, so he has a built-in empathy more.
Yeah, Jason understands it more from his like own personal experiences rather than just watching.
Yeah. exactly. What's the next film you plan to shoot? Jason Part 2.
Jason 2, yeah.
If you guys like Jason 1, Jason Part 2, if we can finance it. But I mean, there are a bunch of shorts we want to bust out too and come back to, but the nature of we want to pretty much do. We don't want to be 28 and still working on the
part
trilogy.
3.
Yeah, because like this all takes place within a few years, and it's like we'll be too old, and also like hopefully by then we can explore some of our original stuff. Not that we're not enjoying doing this, of course, but it's just the thing where it's like I want to do this while I'm young and angry, you know, like while I'm young and passionate and hungry.
Yeah.
Just got in, so if the question was already asked, please forgive me. Release date: Christmas is our goal.
Day.
Yes, Christmas Day of this year is our goal. Trailer will be next month if everything goes according to plan. You guys look so young. How old are you guys? We're both 23.
23.
How did you finance the film? We financed it. You guys financed it on Indiegogo and through Super Chat. It's literally made because of you, so you have ownership of it as well. And I think we'll make you proud. You want to answer a question? I feel like I'm speed running through.
Let's see. David Lynch said David Lynch is one of your favorite filmmakers. Do you take any inspirations from movies for yours? You think I mean, definitely in the past for sure.
Mm-hmm. On this one.
On this one, that's a little tough because I feel like we're definitely going a very different way. I feel David Lynch is very. I guess I was gonna say he's very dreamlike. And I think there's some dreamlike elements to Jason.
Yeah.
So
I think when you watch this wasn't intentional. It's just because we love him. I think when you watch a Lynch movie, you feel a sense of isolation, and I think that maybe is the thing we pulled, like the way we frame stuff and the dreamlike, the surreal dreamlike nature of it. Do any romance film ideas? I'm sure we got something in the tank.
I got something up my sleeve. Let's see.
What level of success are you looking for if you're going to make part 2? It's not really success as much as it is like if you guys are like, fuck this, we hate this, don't ever make a movie again, then we probably won't make a movie again.
Yeah, the opportunity to make part 2 is the success.
Yeah, exactly.
From this one.
Exactly. Because we're not making profit on this whatsoever. So it's like if you guys watch it, we'll open up a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo page for part 2 when we post part 1. And if you want to see the continuation of the story, then it's up to you guys, honestly. We'll try to make it no matter what, but part 2 is a little bit more ambitious scale-wise. Ideal world, James Gunn hosts the DC Fan Film Festival. That's why fan filmmakers could showcase their passion for these characters. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. We'd lose. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hold on. The chat froze. I'm going to cry. I got to re-pop it out. Hold on, guys. I can't see anything. Wait. Okay, this ain't good. I think we're still live.
Okay, all right.
Hold on. Let me try to restore the chat. See what happens. Wait, is this the page that's down? Oh shit, everything's down. Okay. I think we're still live. This is weird. This has never happened before. I think we can see it there. Maybe.
I think so.
We just have to get really close.
Shit,
okay, that's working. That's so strange. That has never happened before. Hold on, gang. Sorry. The Wi-Fi go out? This is horrible. No, we're still getting chats. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Give us a moment. Google Chrome is just not liking us right now. We can just go like this and squint and read. What inspiration did you take for playing Jason? And to the awesome future DC director, what did he bring to the role that you didn't expect? Okay, so what inspiration did you take, and then what did I bring to the role that you did not expect, or maybe what did you bring to the role that I
didn't expect? So okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to fix this while you answer.
Yeah, go for it. Inspirations, like I don't know. I feel like I pulled from a lot of different things. I mean, the comics was really like the beginning story. You know, Ma Gon's school and Jason growing up to that. Willis's dad being, I guess in the comics he's a two-faced goon. We didn't go with that route, but that Jason Todd that lives that life in that broken down apartments, trying to steal Batman's tires. That's the guy that we really like kind of built the bases off of. If I were to go like performances, I think I said this last time, like there's a lot of film performances that definitely did inspire me just from watching them. I named a few. I mean, I can name them again. It was like River Phoenix and Running on Empty when he's a little bit younger than Jason is in our movie, but that kind of longing to be heard is something that he goes through in that movie that really resonated with me. I also think Will from Good Will Hunting is a very good inspiration. for the Jason character, but a lot of it I think is from either things that I have read or just things that I've lived through my daily life. I resonate with Jason maybe unfortunately more than the average person already would, and so because of that, like merging with that character was not too difficult. It was really then in the nuances that what makes him different from me. That's what I had to really experience and explore. But empathizing with what he believes was not very difficult from the start, because I believe very much the same things.
Yeah, so. That's a great answer. And then what did you bring to the role that I didn't expect? I think it's just, I think there's such a and I was talking to you about this all the time, but like there's such a solemn kind of pain behind your eyes in every single line, like the whole movie. And that's hard to do without getting tiresome, but you find new ways to show me that Jason's hurting, if that makes sense. And I think I was worried about that. Not that I didn't think you were capable, but I was worried that it would be one note or stale, just because there's easy ways to fall into that. And I think we managed to not do that.
Wait, you think it ain't? Oh, shit.
Thank you for the super chat. We're back, by the way. We can see all the questions.
Nice.
Early sub since 2018. Damn, dude, you've been here since the beginning. Thank you for subbing. As a joke, could you do a Titans color grade cut of Jason?
What do you mean? That's what the movie looks
like. What do you mean? Sure. I'll sure. Maybe one time. How big was your crew? I think the max number of people we had on a day was 7 behind the camera.
Behind the camera? Yeah, that sounds right. We never have too big of a crew.
I like it that way.
Me too.
Maybe a few more would be nice, but
yeah, sometimes a couple extra hands, but.
Do you think we might ever get some HiTop merch? Would love to see some rep merch from you. Also, what do you think of Under the Red Hood movie or comic? As soon as I have some time, I'd love to just make some HiTop merch because I'm broke and want to finance part 2. But that'd be fun. We did that a while back. We had like a shirt that was like HiTop Films is a pretentious douchebag, which I liked. But excuse me. And also, what do you think of Under the Red Hood movie or comic? I think the movie's better than the book, honestly. That's my take.
I mean, the movie's fire, though, so, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Movie's amazing. I like the book a lot, but I think tying it into, like, the Superboy Prime stuff and, like, not just using the Lazarus Pit to bring him back, that stuff, I think, was better adapted when Judd Winnick condensed it to a screenplay. So is Jason connected to Batman in this film? Is it more of an independent vigilante, or since he has the suit, is he tied to Batman? Is Batman more an antagonist for Jason here? So a lot of Jason Chapter 1 takes place before he's Robin. A good bit of it. I'd say most of it takes place before he's Robin. You see glimpses of his future as Robin. But I would say the entire movie, there is a connection to Batman that you will see very soon. When we post our first trailer, I think we might tie that together a bit. What makes a good superhero? I think making them a real person first is always the most important thing. Was the Batman ratio inspire the film at all? The widescreen ratio? I think, of course, the Batman was an inspiration, but we were working on it so much, like, before the Batman had come out. And the Batman came out, and we were like, fuck.
Yeah.
We got to amp up our game.
We were like, okay, shit.
Yeah, shit, we got to amp up our game. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. And if you guys don't mind, how did you meet? We told this story before.
Yeah.
We met in the hallway. No. We went sledding, is how I say we met.
Yeah, we went sledding, 9th grade.
Literally went sledding and down a hill, and he almost broke his back, and then we became friends, I think.
I almost broke my back, and he was filming it. It's kind of actually
how
I do everything. It's actually how everything has been going ever since.
It's actually, it's pretty much just fucking, shit. Thank you for the super chat, Jose. Love Batman Beyond show. Thought on the retcon of him being Bruce Wayne's son was dumb and not necessary. I agree 100%. Also a huge fan of your videos. I agree. I think that episode's well done and unlimited, but that plot point of like Terry being a clone made by Waller, gone. Someone's spamming. Have you read Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns? Yes, I have read The Dark Knight Returns. Have you guys designed background score for Jason? What kind of music is used for scenes like 80s or 90s genre? We're actually in search of a composer right now. We have a few people who love what we're doing, I think, and they want to be a part of it. And so we just need to find someone whose voice is most in sync with Jason's. Do you read any non-superhero comics? Not lately. I probably have in the past, but not lately. It's just been nonstop Jason Todd. How many times did it take you to write the script? There's like, what, 23 drafts?
Something like that. Maybe
Yeah.
even a little bit more.
We wrote the original draft of this back in fucking high school. I showed it to Chesko. And then he moved to LA and then was gone for 3 years. And then we made Plumber. And I was like, it's time to bring this back.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went.
And then it actually got good. It was pretty bad before then, the draft. Like, it wasn't bad, but it's what a high schooler, you know, who's writing a feature film would write. Who's an idiot like me. And then we evolved it and made it, I think, real and good. Good subjective, but honest. How many times did it take you? Oh, I just answered that.
Yeah.
Is there Cranberries music in Jason? If we could afford the rights to the Cranberries, there probably would be. But I definitely wrote a good bit to the Cranberries. When working with less professional people, how do you get them to really give it their all? Like, in general, I think it's just about being passionate. I think it goes both ways. Honestly, I think working with non-professionals is sometimes easier because they're down for anything and they don't have expectation.
That's
and
true.
They're more open, you know? They're not taught anything. But yeah, I think just the same thing, being passionate, being honest, and being genuine. What was the draft you posted on Patreon a while back? That was years ago, and that is not the same movie anymore. But there's similar plot points, I think. But that was when I didn't think we'd actually make it, but then we did.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's Francesco De Maio, a.k.a. The Plumber. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. That is him. Which movie that you've watched for the past couple of years do you think is the closest to the Jason aesthetic that came out in the last couple of years? That's tough.
Yeah,
we have a pretty weird amalgamation of aesthetics. Like it's
yeah.
like I mean, Good Times.
I was
like,
gonna say Good Time, but it's
that's
like
too.
Yeah.
I'm going American Honey. I'm going American
Yeah, that's
Honey.
a good one.
I'm going
Yeah.
American Honey is the closer aesthetic. Will you be watching Guardians of the Galaxy 3? Yes, I'm very excited. I have my tickets. I'll be making a video on it literally the day I see it. So I hope that you guys are excited for that one. You know what? I got to use the bathroom. Maybe we play the clip now.
Oh, great, yeah.
We can play the clip now and then talk about it and play it again. Would you guys want to give us a thumbs up in the chat
if you want to see the clip?
if you want to see the clip right now? Cool. I'm just trying to see how many of you are watching. Oh my God, a lot of people. I saw Whiplash for the first time recently. Immediately in my top 30. I cried at the end. It was just too good. Thank you for the super chat. I fucking love Whiplash,
I just
dude.
rewatched it like 2 days ago, honestly. It was
Really?
like- yeah, I
It's-
like literally just rewatched it.
What's-
Masterpiece.
What's your ranking of La La Land or
Giselle.
Whiplash? Yeah. I think I'm gonna go
Whiplash, La La Land.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Like
go
for them
Whiplash, La La Land. This is gonna be a hot take. Whiplash, La La Land, Babylon, and then First Man. I didn't vibe with First Man.
Well, I was gonna go. I still need to see Babylon.
Yeah,
so
you
going,
do.
I'm going Whiplash.
should watch that.
La La Land. Yeah, I should.
And then First Man, yeah.
Yeah.
HiTop, I deeply relate to your personal story in a very different way, but understand that succeeding despite what you have been put through is harder than walking through glass. Is that why you relate to Jason? Of course, I think adversity, I think Jason Todd is literally the embodiment of not giving up. Like, the man gets brutally, horribly tortured by the devil, metaphorically and literally, with the Joker. And he still keeps going. Like, he comes back, not that he really wanted to per se, but he still keeps on doing what he believes is right and trying to get some sort of peace for himself. And I think that's beautiful. I'll answer this super chat. Thank you guys so much for the donations. They mean the world. You keep us well fed and you keep the movie running. Hey bro, I hope you're having a great day. How did you like Batman's detective skills and Matters the Batman? I love the Batman. It's the best Batman movie, live action. And how did you like Batman's detective skills? I love it. I think they did it in a great way. I hope they do more of it, honestly. I love when Bruce is the smartest person in any room until he's not, which I think is so cool. And I love I've talked about this probably before, but I love the fact that what gets him at the end, you and I were talking about this like a month ago, is the cop who's like, my dad's a carpenter. This isn't the murder weapon, it's a carpentry tool, which could have solved the Riddler's whole thing.
Yeah.
But Bruce is so disconnected from the working man that he can't figure that out, even though he's a genius. It's just brilliant writing on Matt Reeves' part. Okay, cool. Good luck, Chesko. Oh, yeah, I'm going to play the clip.
I thought you were going to play the clip. I don't know how to I don't know how to work this computer.
All right, cool. I'm going to mute us. We're going to play the clip real quick. I hope you guys enjoy.
Fuck you! You're yelling at me, you're fucking squawking at me! Huh? When you spend all the fucking dough you got, spend it on fucking what, Sheila? What you fucking spend? You're sick in the fucking head, you crazy bitch!
You're a coward! You're a tiny, pathetic, disgusting man, and you are nothing, Willie!
Oh, at least I'm not a fucking dirty, fucking little fucking whore like you are! Get the fuck out of here!
Willie! I'm gonna get better, baby. I promise.
Hey, Sheila! What you stick anymore, huh? Dirty needles or dirty fucking cocks, huh?
Jay,
You'll be fucking coming back.
baby, please don't get me. Please.
You'll come crawling back when you need the goddamn money, like you always fucking do, you fucking whore! Come on, kid. We got a job to do.
Hey,
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't know there was an ad break. I didn't mean to do that if there was, but I hope that you guys enjoyed that clip. That is very early in our movie. It doesn't give away anything at all. That is pretty much probably the second scene, I'd say.
Yeah, like very much Act 1.
Very much Act 1. What'd you guys think, man? Stupid fucking ad. That sucks. We'll play it again at the end, and hopefully there's no ad that time. Raw. Yes, we wanted to. That scene's ripped straight from my childhood. A little bit worse, I think, in the movie than it was from what I remember it. Because when you're a kid, you don't really remember. It's all abstractions. So we wanted to frame it like that, right? So Jason, his parents are these abstractions behind him. That is a rough cut of the scene. It'll probably look very different when you're done. That kid is great. Leo Mengine is a fucking fantastic young actor. I hope that you guys like it. How's the Batman Returns feel? That's awesome. That makes it worth it. Well shot. Thank you. When does it come out? Christmas. It's a Christmas movie. Incredible, genuinely. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It really does. Thank you. Eddie killed it. Eddie Vincent as well as Todd is great. Emily Moore. Shout out to Emily Moore.
God, she's insane.
She's so talented
so
as
good.
Sheila Todd.
It's ridiculous.
2 unskippable ads. I'm so sorry. Was the music diegetic? Yes. The idea is that Silent Night is playing on a record in the scene. Cinematography is outstanding. My goodness. Thanks, man. That scene. We prepped that scene for a while. We shot that scene for a long time. I hope you guys like it. That's very early in our movie. I think that sets the tone. If you guys were wondering, we always joked about this. Welcome to our fan film. Here's the opening scene of the movie. And that was always the idea, was to just be real with it. Like, okay, what's something you haven't seen with Jason? Period. And that was it, you know? That shot of kid Jason looking from the window inside is beautiful. Wait till you see what he's looking at when we show you the rest of the scene. That's only part of the scene. I love how Jason's face is the only one you see. Willis's face being completely in shadow and his mom being out of focus just hit me. Yes. That was very... that was a tough day, I think. Like, all of us were a little emotional watching that be shot, not only because it's so stressful to watch Leo, and Eddie and Emily are the kindest people on the planet. Nothing like, well, I mean, Sheila, I think, in our movie, is a sweet person, but Eddie is nothing like Willis in real life. So seeing him lose it like that with Leo there, and Leo just being down for take after take, you know what I mean? It's just... fucking fascinating.
Yeah, no, that was a great shoot though.
That was a great shoot, dude.
Yeah, you know why?
But because you weren't in it. But no, it was very, very emotional, I think, to shoot, but also it was very gratifying because that's where it all started. That was the kind of pitch for the movie, was that scene, and to translate that exactly how we saw it was incredible. So raw. Thank you. That's the goal, is to not make it feel fabricated at all. Like, most of those lines are written, but I think Emily and Eddie just brought such a realness to them. Like,
oh yeah.
And we were never strict with, you know, the Like, you don't have to be line perfect or anything. But I'm pretty sure they're fucking pretty
They
line.
are pretty line perfect.
Which is crazy because it's like a fight and they're so heated. You know what I mean?
And it was off the rip too. They just like got into that, and it was take after take. They just kept progressing. Like, it was just like an insane.
It was
shoot.
nuts.
The energy in that room.
It was nuts. The best thing part about the young actor is how he conveys both sorrow and hopefulness in his face. Facial acting to me conveys more than anything. Yes, and
I agree.
It was so fun because Leo, you never know when you're working with a child, if they'll be able to touch on the emotions you're trying to touch on. But Leo just fucking nailed it every time. So much so that we started taking things that Leo was doing and implementing them in the way that like you would do certain mannerisms that you saw him do when he was in the moment.
Yeah.
And it's cool because they feel like one guy. But I hope you guys will play it one more time. Hopefully no fucking, ads the next time. But it was great. Very raw. Thank you. Will swearing is so naturally written is astounding. Thanks, man. I mean, that just comes from our lives of growing up around people who swore a lot. And I know when I posted a long time ago that kind of like opening bit. And not the scene, but I posted the script and everyone's like, oh my God, there's so many fucks.
Yeah,
I'm like, you guys gotta wait till you see the movie. We're not trying to be edgy with the fucks. It's fucks are like likes, like when you're nervous and you're like, love that super wide open lens look. Army of the Dead sold me on the wide open shooting. Yes, we love opening the f-stop all the way. What age did you get into making movies? Dude, I was a kid.
Yeah, like young.
Someone says, who are your favorite Batman and Spider-Man writers? Were you inspired by any writers when you're making your passionate movie? Jeff Loeb, even though he said some fucking horrible things, was always a huge inspiration growing up. Yeah, Spider-Man Blue is so good, and like the Long Halloween. Frank Miller, old Frank Miller, not new Frank Miller, like year one Frank Miller specifically. Alan Moore, obviously, that's so cliche, but and then I really enjoyed a lot of Brian Michael Bendis' Ultimate Spider-Man and how grounded that felt and how real that felt. The visual acting seems like a direct homage to the Batman where things aren't told but conveyed. I don't think that was a homage to the Batman as much as it was, I think me and Matt Reeves and Francesco were on the same page of what we're pulling from. We're pulling from the same influences, character studies, show you, don't tell you, don't have the character, don't have Jason cry in that scene because that's not realistic, show it through the face.
Yeah.
This is free to watch, yes, entirely free to watch. What do you consume or what kind of ammo do you use to fire up emotional impact in scenes other than truth? That's a great question, Chesko. Why don't you answer that one? What do you do?
Yeah. You want me to take that one?
I can answer that, but you should too.
What do I consume to fire up emotions other than just the truth? Wow, that's a loaded question. I don't think I have an answer for that one right now. You want to take that, Chief?
That's fair. I mean, I don't even know, truthfully. I think it's like... You have something?
Yeah.
I think it's like... For me, at least on this shoot, I rode the terror of making a feature film with a bunch of brilliant actors for the first time. And that was my ammo. I rode the pure fucking adrenaline anxiety of doing that. Yeah. And that fueled it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that.
I guess just making a movie in general. Like, that's already like something that's so crazy that I was like, all right, well... and in our shooting schedule, which was like super packed into 2 weeks to shoot the majority of the movie, was something that it was like, okay, there's no time to recover from this. It's like, okay, let's go. We just shot for 8 hours and it was overnight. All right, go back, look at the footage, and I guess what, we're back on the set again. And it's just like, yeah, I guess riding that energy the entire time. I guess if you don't have that adrenaline, then it's not gonna work.
Yeah. Is this a short film or a series? This is a feature film. Jason Chapter 1 is a feature film, and we have 2 other chapters written, and if you guys like Chapter 1, we shall make Chapter 2 and Chapter 3. Tips for getting noticed as a cinematographer. I think it's the same advice I gave to someone earlier in the stream about an editor. Shoot stuff. Shoot stuff that you find beautiful. Shoot stuff that you find hideous. All of it, and post it wherever you can. You got to build your own brand and build your own door and then kick it down. Have you finished shooting it? We have a couple shoots left. I love seeing Jason's childhood. Me too. That was a. Honestly, it's funny in the script. There's a lot less of the childhood than what we ended up shooting. We added a lot with the montage. because we liked working with Leo so much, A, and B, it was also just like it queued us up so well for that moment in the mirror with you, where you transition to your
Yeah,
life.
hopefully by the time that I come into the frame, you already have some kind of a built-in empathy for the character because of what Leo's doing, what he's going through, and how he's living through it, and how he's interacting with the people that are around him.
Exactly. Man, I wish I could be as confident as you. I always want to make small movies, but was always scared to do so for some reason. I don't know why. I think, dude, it's scarier to not make movies. I know that sounds bullshitty, but it's scarier to look back in 20 years and be like, I could have made a movie. I could have done this. I could have is scarier than I tried.
Damn.
I just pulled that out of there.
Yeah,
that sounded pretty
write
cool.
that down.
Yeah, I know, right? Shit. I think I missed a few of them.
Let's see.
Is the fan film divided into chapters? No, it's basically a movie trilogy called Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3. That's how it's written. Oh no, I think it froze again. We're gonna have to look at the thing. I don't know what is up
what
with
is
Chrome
happening?
today. I'm gonna. Yep, we're gone.
We're gone. Oh,
We're
great.
still live, but we're gone. Oh god. I wonder why. What a weird thing. All right, hold on, guys. Hold on. I just have to copy this. I think go like this.
Get it back.
Let's see if that worked at all. Yes, it did. Cool. Sorry, guys.
Alright.
If James Gunn introduced Jason Todd to the DC universe, do you trust him that he'd do what you think? I think so. Like, I trust him as a filmmaker. I think we've talked about this before, but I think we'd be sad because we feel such a connection to Jason right now. But I think I can trust him. In your setting, how long has Batman been around? Was he already there before Jason was born, or was he something that showed up during his childhood? Something that showed up during his childhood.
Yeah.
How do you think Red Hood? How do you think of Red Hood after he resurrects? Is he a sympathetic villain to you, an anti-hero, straight up hero? Do you think Red Hood has the right to kill criminals? I don't want to give too much away, but in our head, I think. Well, in my head, you can speak on this because you probably have a great take, and I'm stupid. So, I think Jason as Red Hood is him not shackled by the longing for love anymore, and that makes him not a villain nor a hero, but just a very hurt child. That's
I mean, I agree. I think it's like the first time he acts without any kind of thinking beforehand. How is this? Is this gonna be my fault because of something that I did? I think Jason throughout his life, even as Robin and beforehand, he's always blaming himself for the things that are going wrong around him, even though they got nothing to do with him. In
100%.
fact, most of the time they're hurting him, and he still thinks it's his fault.
Yes,
Then I think when he comes as Red Hood, he realizes that none of those things were.
his fault
Yeah.
per se.
And so now how does he act knowing that?
I love that.
That's
Yeah, I love that. Does Jason forget to hydrate? Yeah, probably. Jason's really thirsty all the time. Should be an hour and a half. The movie is around an hour to an hour and 20. We don't know for sure
we don't
yet.
know. A little over an hour.
Yeah, that's what we'll say.
Yeah.
Do you have any plans of making a Batgirl film? No, none right now. I want to make fan films and eventually become a real filmmaker, but I'm stuck in bad positions in life and my dreams feel hopeless. Since it seems like your childhood was similar to mine, any advice? Oh man, that's tough, man. I could sit down for days and talk about this. To condense it, I don't want to not give it its due, but first of all, I'm sorry you're going through that. I know it fucking sucks, but I think use it is my best advice. Try to use that as fuel for your dreams. Use all the pain that you're going through and all the lack of love you're feeling like you deserve and you should receive and all the self-hatred and turn that into some kind of art. Start writing. Writing saved my life multiple times. Start editing. Start learning how to do it yourself. Give yourself an escape and use that escape to fill your dreams. I hope that doesn't sound too pretentious, but that is my condensed advice. Curiosity takes hold of me. This question is not about Jason, but I ask anyway. What are your thoughts on the more cosmic events of DC, like Darkseid? I love that shit. It's not something that I know how to do or we'd want to do. Like, we kept our story pretty grounded. But we're fans over here of like Clayface and all the fantastical kind of elements of Batman and DC in general, like the new gods and all that stuff. And I love when they can intersect, and I love that Batman can be there with these bunch of gods and like, you know, fucking be next to Wonder Woman and Superman. I love that. I love that they cross worlds. Personally speaking, I don't know if I have the chops to ever pull something like that off, because I think in like, for me, it's like I'm always like, okay, here's Batman on top of the building, but who's down when you do the pan down, who's lying in the gutter?
Yeah,
And that's our aesthetic.
That's the story.
Yeah, that's the story. That's our vibe. We get a warehouse scene. I can't answer that question. Why Jason Todd not Tim Drake? He's literally the best Robin and no one talks about him. I feel that way about Jason.
Yeah.
I love Tim, but I feel that way about Jason, where everyone loves him for Red Hood, no one loves him for Robin, no one loves him especially for Jason. What would you rate your movie on a scale of 1 to 10? Dude, I don't know. Either a 0 or an 11, depending on the day. Like, you know what I mean? Would you want to play Who would you want to play James's Jason Todd? Francesco, of course. For James Gunn.
For James Gunn.
Yeah.
Oh.
You'll go into the big leagues, leave us gutter trash in here.
Sure.
Thank you for the super chat. I'm not saying thank you, it's a thank you. What kind of bat figure is Batman to your Jason Todd? You will see. I don't want to spoil that, but you will see. I think Hope. Escape, maybe.
Yeah.
Are you planning on watching The Flash? Are you gonna watch The Flash? You probably will.
Yeah, sure. I'll be there day one.
He's never going. He's never going. You'd show up for Keaton.
I'll show up for Keaton. I show up for Keaton.
Also, do you have any faith in DC moving forward? Now that Gunn's in charge, I do. You're a hack, HiTop. I know. What did you think about the Penguin trailer? I liked it. What did you think about the Penguin?
Yeah, no, that's fire. I like the Penguin trailer.
Do you think more street-level comic book films resonate with people more because they are more relatable? For example, Jason Todd is far more relatable than, say, Green Lantern. Relatability is, like, subjective in the sense of, like, not even subjective, that's the wrong word. I think it just depends on the story. You could write a very relatable Green Lantern film. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think it's easier to earn the audience's empathy and relatability when you do something that doesn't open with a giant fucking lantern core. You know what I mean?
I think it's also like what you relate to already to begin with. Like we relate more to Jason, so that's why we tell the story through Jason because we understand him. Right?
Exactly. Like it's easier for us it's just easier for us to tell a Jason story than it is to do a Batman. Like I get the way Bruce Wayne feels, but I know Jason. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. I like your Batman Beyond video. Thank you. Would you ever do a video essay on Avatar: The Last Airbender? Did you ever watch Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I have watched a lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some of it. Everyone tells me to watch it.
It's kind of great.
Yeah, everyone says it's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. How long have we been going for? I know you got to leave soon, Francesco.
Oh yeah, you know.
Does it say anywhere?
I don't know.
47 minutes.
Maybe
Okay, cool.
hang out for a little bit.
Yeah, we'll go for like 10, 20 more minutes. Are there any high tops in the films? Yes, Jason wears Converse.
But they are not.
They're
high
low
tops.
tops,
They're low
but he
tops.
wears Converse the whole movie. Do you think Jason will be popular enough to be called a literally me character? I don't know. I think the nature of what we're doing with this, I don't expect us to go viral or anything of the sorts. Maybe we make a banging trailer, you know. But
yeah, you may make a great trailer.
It doesn't have the same. There's been a lot of questions that were always like, oh, how does it feel like, you know, with like the Spider-Man Lotus hype and the fan film hype and like Bad in the Sun stuff. And for us, it was like we knew we were never in that league, if that makes sense. Where it's like we're not making a movie about Spider-Man. We're making a movie about the second Robin before he's Robin. That is grounded, dirty, gritty, and very R-rated. It's not accessible, if that makes sense. Like it's accessible. I think all of you can watch it and know nothing about Jason Todd, but it's not made for the fan film community, so to speak. It's just made for everyone in the sense of it's a film first and a fan project second.
Yeah.
And I think we knew that we weren't ever gonna get to the. Like when we post our trailer where it's just Jason without a Robin costume getting his ass beat by cops, we knew we weren't going to get 1 million views. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that kind of thing.
Okay.
That's okay because we like where we're operating at.
Yeah.
People rag on James Gunn for having an ego, but it's Hollywood who doesn't. Zack Snyder is no different, but people seem to worship him. Someone says in a super chat. I don't know if either of those guys, compared to people we fucking even know. Zach and James Gunn both seem pretty humble. They might be confident in their work, but like I don't know. Zack Snyder, by all means, seems like a decent dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
I don't love his movies, but you know, I think that he seems
definitely
pretty
passionate about the craft.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. If Jason is in the thumbnail poster, will he be Jason or Robin? We have a poster that I love made by Artwork Paradox, and it's both. It is the broken side of Robin's face. Oh, I'm holding up a prop. It is the broken side of Robin's face. And then, the broken side, which is Jason, and then the Robin makeup as a response to that. Excitement level for Guardians 3. I'm very excited. Very, very, very excited. I know I don't sound it, but I am. Sorry, I'm just trying to read the questions. Why not show the clip? Why not release the clip you showed on Twitter with Jason looking in the mirror as a teaser? Because we want it. When we come out with a trailer, we want it to be not just a clip. You know what I mean? Other teasers weren't even scenes from the movie as much as they were like, here's a vibe, here's a tone.
Yeah.
This trailer would want to give you an idea of the plot and give you an idea of what the movie is, but leave you wanting more. How does your Jason Todd differentiate from Jason Todd in Arkham Knight animated shows or comics? I think you just see more of him. Usually you see Jason from Batman's perspective.
Yeah, and you see more of him from who he is before that.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is what we were saying. Our story takes place a lot of it before he meets Bruce. And it's like, who is he before he meets Bruce?
Yeah, exactly.
I think we explore that more than a lot of stories do.
Yep, exactly. You've inspired me to try to make my own short film, and I'm currently writing it. Dude, good luck. Thank you, man. That's so sweet. That's why we do it.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of a novelization of your script? No, but we will release the script to the people who backed the movie on Indiegogo, and then I think eventually we'll release it publicly if people want it. They'll be like, "What? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Why the fuck would I want to see that?" Sorry, I'm new to streams. Is the footage done, or is the movie still in the filming stages? It's still in the filming stages, but we're editing while we're filming, and it's pretty much out of the filming stage. We have a little bit more work to do.
Yeah.
Are you going to take your film to a screen at conventions, big or small? If people want us to and we're allowed, yes. I love this one. Francesco, your acting is amazing. See, but you've got the Bryan Cranston vibe where your neutral face is very intimidating.
Oh, I know. I look like, if I'm not like talking, I look like I'm gonna kill somebody. That's just, I can't do anything about that. But the Bryan Cranston thing, he's one of my favorite actors, so I think that as a very good compliment. Thank you very much.
That's sweet. Keyword, a lot of it. So Batman's in the movie. He is.
He is in the movie.
If this does good, could you do a film about the other Robins? I don't think we could. I think our heart lies in here, if that makes sense. Okay, Cheska, you pick questions. I feel like I'm talking too much.
Well, I'm not very good at reading, so that's why I didn't make it out of school.
Shut up. You're saying, what the fuck?
Hi, writer's block guy here. When writing depressing drama, how would you or should you go into sadness as a writer? Should I be sad when writing? That's a good one. You should answer that since you do a lot of the writing.
Hey. Writer, actor, producer. That's
clown.
you. Yeah. I think it's just about being, I say this so much, but truthful and real with it, man. Like, how do you go into writing sad scenes? You just pull from your own sadness and try to translate that to the character, if that makes sense, right? Like, that opening scene we showed, for example, earlier, and we'll show it again before we leave. It wasn't, the memory I have that is similar to that did not play exactly like that. They did not say those words. Those words are meant for Jason. My mother never left the way that Sheila does in that scene where she tries to get Jason's attention and get her to get him to look at her. But how would I have felt in that? How did I feel in that moment? And then how does Jason feel being told those things? And what is he looking for in that? Does that make any fucking sense?
Yeah, I think it makes perfect sense.
But I think you pull from your own sadness. It's like acting, where it's like you don't cry in a scene because Francesco remembers a sad moment. You just know what it's like.
Yeah, that's like, it's fun. What you just said just like diminishes like substitution, which is like an acting technique that I don't agree with necessarily. Like, I don't really agree with it at all, but it is taught like everywhere. But I completely agree with comparing that to writing, because you're right. It's not like I cry in the moment because I'm remembering a traumatic moment that I had in my life. I'm remembering a traumatic moment Jason's had. It's just that I'm Jason in that moment, and it's like everything has to be real around you. And I think that writing is kind of very similar to that, where you pull from your own experiences, but you convey them through someone else.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Beautifully said. Can't wait. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate that. Someone said Alex is the next Tommy Wiseau. Thank you. Alex, having seen your About You video, do you often feel like you have to fight off your own identity and genetics because of the bad things you inherited from your parents? I think everyone feels that way. I think to differing degrees. Like, of course, I think a lot of people's deep-rooted fear in life is I don't want to be my father. I don't want to be my mother. You know what I mean? So I have felt that. Thank you for watching that personal video. And I think that we try to bring that a bit into Jason, too. Very directly at one point. But what's the budget for part 1? Around $30,000, I think.
Yeah, slightly. Like, yeah, right around there.
Right around there. More or less. Whatever Indiegogo took out of there. You know what I mean? But
oh, shit. I think that's for me. It's written in Italian.
Oh, what does it say?
Dude, I know the character before making this movie.
Oh.
Yeah, I did. Sì, lo conoscevo il personaggio prima di fare questo film. Però dopo che ho conosciuto a lui me l'ha fatto conoscere un po' di più. There you go.
I have no idea what you're like, this guy's an idiot. Give me help. Are you guys still doing the HiTop podcast?
Oh, man.
Getting Francesco to get on that podcast was the hardest thing I've ever to do. Making the movie was easier than getting this man on the podcast. So no, the podcast is gone. It's not happening.
You can do the podcast, yeah. Wait.
But you gotta be. Oh, we got blurred.
We have folks.
Yeah, I think so. It's fine. Okay. Looks like our movie. Yeah, getting Francesco on the podcast is just it's fun. I hope you guys end up making a Nightwing film. That'd be cool. But I'm telling you, Jason's our one true love for the time being. But did you choose to make the fan film about Jason because out of all the Robins, he's the one who thinks Bruce the most as a father? No. Everything else we've said is why, I think, honestly. It was less about how he felt about Bruce and more about what the audience has always felt about him and what we could add to that. Okay, guys, I think we're going to play the clip one more time. Did you see something you want to answer?
I'm just looking.
Okay, cool. How many action scenes will there be?
A good amount of action. There's a good amount of action.
A great amount of violence.
Yeah, I'll say that. There's a good amount of violence.
I don't know if you'll like it.
It's definitely not showy.
Yeah.
But you'll feel it.
You'll feel
hopefully.
it. Exactly. What villain would you like to see in Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland? Movie looks amazing, by the way. You're so talented. Thank you, guys. Fuck. What movie? What Spider-Man villain? I don't know, man. I guess they can't do Green Goblin or Doc Ock because they just did that with Raimi.
So.
I think Kingpin would be cool if they changed tone drastically. Bringing in Kingpin, like D'Onofrio, would be cool. Did you try horror in this movie? We got to actually do a few gimmicks that we love to do from our old days. Of like, especially, I can't spoil it. You know what I'm talking about? The mirror shit.
Yeah.
There's some stuff we got to do with bringing back like some scary stuff. Are you going to pair Jason with a female character, and how do you think someone like Catwoman or Phantasm would interact with him? He has a friend. Who's similar to his Catwoman, I'd say, like in a very grounded sense of like, okay, if Selina's on the rooftops with Bruce, Roxy and Jason are playing tag in the gutter, but is the music for the movie already made? No, we are actively looking at composers right now. If you would ever want to make a comic book, it would be an honor to draw for you guys. Hit me up on Twitter, dude. Follow me on Twitter or Instagram and just send me a DM. I had some cool ideas if we could do like a little comic to tie into it. I think would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be really cool. But please, yes, man. Okay, I'm going to play the clip again one more time. And if there's an ad, I'm sorry. I didn't even know I turned on ads during the stream. I thought I know I have the super chat on, but I did not. Did you hear that? Like Shaggy. I did not know that I had ads on. So if an ad plays again, I'm going to end my life. But here, I'll play it one more time, and let's and then we'll answer a few more questions about it, and then we gotta go get the set.
Ready to shoot,
yeah, I know, we gotta go get there. Shit. All right, hold on, guys.
You're yelling at me, you're fucking squawking at me? Huh? When you spend all the fucking dough you got, spend it on fucking what, Sheila? What you fucking spend? You're sick in the fucking head, you crazy bitch!
You're a coward! You're a tiny, pathetic, disgusting man, and you're nothing, Willie!
Oh, at least fucking dirty, fucking little fucking whore like you are! Get the fuck out of here!
I'm gonna get better, baby. I promise.
Hey Sheila, what you stick anymore, huh? Dirty needles or dirty fucking cocks, huh?
Jay,
You'll be fucking coming back.
baby, please don't get me. Please.
You'll come crawling back when you need the goddamn money, like you always fucking do, you fucking whore! Come on, kid. We got a job to do.
Come back. Another ad. I'm so sorry. I'm not doing it on purpose. I think I'm just getting memed by YouTube. But yeah, guys, that was the clip.
That's the clip.
That was the clip. Thank you guys for watching the clip. If you have any questions about the clip, real quick, we can answer that, and then we'll get out of your hair, and we'll try to do another one of these soon. Chesko's been appearing more frequently.
Yeah.
I said his name 3 times. And looks good as fuck. Damn, thank you. The child actor's acting, especially his eyes, just makes me feel sad as the scene plays. Leo's incredible, man.
Great.
How do you make your outlines for scripts? I don't outline. I write stream of conscious, and then that gives me an outline, if that makes sense. Someone said basic cable POV. I don't even know what that means, but I'll take it as a compliment. Are you done recording the movie? We still have a little bit. We still have a little bit left. So how much did you actually shoot versus what's in the clip? Oh man, pretty much that whole scene's in the clip.
Yeah.
Like that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not anything deleted from that. There's different variations of what they said, and there's more. Some takes had more chaos in the background, but that was overall, I think, the best balance of what we were trying to strike.
Yeah. I think because of what we said earlier, where you think for the edit, we don't actually end up shooting a lot that gets cut.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like whole scenes or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or just big moments.
Exactly.
Maybe just things get changed a little bit or something, or like the pacing gets trimmed or something, or things go a little bit different. But the overall substance or a moment doesn't fully get gone.
No.
Or
Yeah.
that rarely happens.
Yeah.
Say.
Exactly. Someone said the handheld shot at the beginning seems to wiggle. Was that something intentional? Yeah, we had the option to shoot it on a gimbal, but I didn't really want to pursue that because that's stabilized a bit in post, but I think that the wobble of that kind of tracking shot that you would expect to be smooth, I stole it from Scorsese as everything. In the opening of The Irishman, when they do that huge pan, there's always this wobble because everything's shaky and old and aged, and I loved doing that for Jason because there is no stability in his life. Will you guys end up releasing behind the scenes? Yes, on the Indiegogo. To all the backers who donated to a certain tier, we have a full length behind the scenes that we're going to work on in the works. God, we have a lot of work to do. We got to go soon. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I think we'll end it right here. Thank you, Francesco, for being on here again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
The late night
but
show.
really, thank you for the support because we couldn't do it without it in general. I mean, we really only made it this far because of it. So, thank you very much. It really does mean. I know that we sound like probably dead and we sound like assholes and we sound pretentious, but it really does mean the world. We're not bullshitting. So.
Yeah, no, it does. It does. We're just exhausted and dead on the inside, but it's not your fault. You've done everything right. And thank you for everything. And like Cheska said, you said that great. I should just leave. Fuck. Okay, cool. We're going to try to do another one of these sometime soon. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, follow us on Twitter at Fra De Mayo and at HiTop Films, I think is our handles. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.